Hey everybody, welcome back to Active Self-Protection Extra. It's Neil and Jake out here on the Widener Range. Time to put it all together.
Today's video is brought to us by Mantis. The Mantis family of products is integral to ASP staff building handgun and carbine skills and are your most economical and fastest path to improvement in your skills too. Whether you choose the X10, the Laser Academy, the Blackbeard, or use them all in concert, they will help your practice be more effective, efficient, and fun. Go check them out, pick up a unit, and thank them for sponsoring today's video.
All right, welcome back, Jake.
How you doing, man?
We've been having a fun time out here.
Yeah.
For everybody else, this has been about a month's worth of time to get to know you and see you. And I would imagine there's comments that I don't let you talk enough, so you're gonna have to talk more in this video. But for us, it's been about 2 hours. So we're doing some lessons and we're teaching a quiet, visually quiet and quick draw to first shot, because if you need a draw to first shot, visually quiet and quick is probably better than visually loud, which is all of that movement and slow, right? I mean, there's the argument of all the things that are better than a sub-second draw, right? And most of those things are better verbal stuff and better this and better, and I don't disagree with most of that. I mean, there's a few things that I would challenge, and I'm not even, this isn't the video for that, but at the end of the day, if you have to draw, sub-second is better than more than a second, than 2 second, right? I mean, if you have to do this, and we're talking about in the self-defense world, there's all of this stuff over here that's pre-shooting, the left of bang stuff, if you've read that book, all of that stuff, if all of that fails, the gun fight itself is about that much in the grand scheme of our life, and then there's all of this stuff after the fight. And that's all the other stuff. But what we're talking about is this tiny little itty bitty bit. And if, God forbid, you find yourself in this itty bitty little bit, would you not rather be better than worse? I mean, we can count on luck. How does John say it? You can't count on luck, but luck counts, right? And so bad guys get lucky all the time. Good guys get lucky all the time. And I'm going to hope that I get lucky on mine if it ever happens. I'm praying I never, ever have to draw my gun in self-defense, but if it does, I hope I'm lucky that day too. But I'm also working through this kind of stuff, so that's the point of all of this. Is yes, there's a million things over here that are better than a sub-second draw, a million. But man, if you need it, why not, right? And it's not that hard, is it?
No, I would, and to that I just want to say, like, I'd rather not count on luck and rather know I can do it.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. I'll take the luck if I get it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna count on it, right?
Yeah,
right, good point. So so let's clear your gun here really quick, because we've been shooting a little bit. Go ahead and face down range. Let's just clear it and make sure that we're clear, okay?
So visual.
All right, you are good. Go ahead and holster up. So let's do a really quick review of what we've done in these micro drills over the past few weeks. So step one was we cleared the cover garment and got to the gun, and we set a par time of 0.4 seconds. So from the beep, 0.4 seconds to be here and have everything we want, right? Go ahead and let's show that. Go ahead when you're ready. There you go. That's all that is. And we did that and micro drilled that for a week. Hopefully everybody at home spent 5 to 10 minutes a day for a week doing nothing but that. And man, I tell you that, unless you're a big fat guy and your belt comes undone, that will help you a tremendous amount in your gunfight or in your competition or in anything that you do with a gun. Getting a good grip right here saves so much trouble out here, right? Step two that we did was from the gun we married up. Go ahead and marry up once. And then we inspect our work, make sure everything's the way we want it. Yep, we love it. Okay. Then step three was from the marry up position, press out, see our sights, press the trigger. There you go. That's what we did. And then we went live and we worked from here to here, right?
Yep.
And the whole idea here is if we do a 0.4 hand to gun and a 0.4 to the marry up and a 0.4 to here, that's a 1.2 second draw to first shot. Now you can find your, and actually, you know what, I just thought of this, the Mantis X10 tests all this. So you can actually put your X10 on and test all of this for yourself and find where your long spot is. What most people's long spot is, hand to gun, is where I see a lot of that, from the beep to the hand to the gun, because they don't react fast enough. Or from the marry up, the press out is a little bit longer for some folks, usually because they sit out there and aim. a little bit too long. They're just over confirming their sights, and they don't trust their sights or the process. I tend to not have that problem of aiming and then I just throw shots. So that's the life that we live. But so we're going to turn around and face down range, and we're going to marry it all together. Now, the thing that we want to avoid is the 1, 2, 3. We want to avoid that. We want it to be 1. Okay? So I'm going to make sure that I got you in camera good so everybody can kind of see. Yep, that looks good. Okay, Jake, so when you are ready, I just want you to draw or press out and pull the trigger. Go ahead. There you go. No extra movement. Okay, go ahead and do it again. What'd you feel there?
I'm a little tense.
Yep.
And
then what happened because you were tense?
I didn't, I last second.
So back up to here. Now think about where were you, what happened right before that. Okay, it's totally good.
Yeah.
What you threw that in.
Oh, did I
Because
throw?
you're tense, you threw that in. And so the point of this is not to go ahead and hold stroke. The point of this is not to mock Jake. It's to show that even an advanced shooter, sometimes you're like, oh, I missed that. Because we put everything together, we missed that little bit. Okay, so you can rewind the camera when you watch this, you'll see it, and it wasn't much, it was just a little bit of that. And so the point is, when we get done and we pull the trigger, now analyze that one and think about it for just a second. Did I do everything right? First off, I call my shot. Did I hit where I was aiming? Yeah, I did. Or I didn't. Okay, so what caused that? Was I still futzing with the grip? And when I was all of that kind of stuff, and you're right there on the road because you're like, I was tense. Well, the tenseness, you did that, and it was that much, Jake. It wasn't much at all. But go ahead and give us a couple more. There you go.
Need to fix myself. I need to start bringing that shirt up a little bit more.
Yep.
We're gonna run into the same issue we had a couple weeks ago, so.
Yep.
Or a couple minutes ago, really, but.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, that's cool.
Felt it.
Take a go around if you have to. There you go. That looks pretty good. Let me back up and see it from a distance. Looking pretty good. Still got a little bit of that shoulder here though. So I'm gonna just put my hand here. It's amazing. I don't know why this works, but usually it does. Go ahead. Now I'm not putting any pressure holding your hand down. It's just that that physical touch there makes you think about it.
Yep, but it keeps it in the back end of my mind.
Okay, so now what we're gonna do, that we've got a few good ones, and I would say at home, I would want you to get like 10 perfect ones, and don't stop till you get 10 perfect ones. So if it takes you 20 or 30, get 10 perfect ones that you like, not 10 in a row. I mean, you can be an overachiever if you want, but give me at least 10 where you're like, okay, everything is good. I saw it. I didn't feel any of that extra weirdness. Videotape yourself and watch that if you want. It's also a good option. But now what we're going to do is we're going to do 1.2 second draw to first shot. So it's 0.4, 0.4, 0.4, but it's not 0.4, 0.4, 0.4. It's 1.2. All that movement, we just don't stop moving. Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. There it was. Okay. I'm going to watch the movement. I was just listening pretty quick. And stand by. Anything you would fix of that? Yeah.
The shoulder's coming up. I feel
I'm
it.
just going to hang out here for a minute. Stand by. See how you beat the beep? You were more efficient because that didn't move. You didn't move any. Your speed was no different just focused on that shoulder and getting to the gun. One more time. Stand by. There you go. Now that's something I think, Jake, you're just gonna fight that and we're gonna work on that. And that's just something to focus on. I do it too. And everybody has their thing. I have the little chicken wing thing that I fight as well. So don't sweat it. So Jake, let's go live.
Cool.
All right, Jake, so we're just gonna go A zone. We don't have to get crazy. We don't have to, I'm not gonna put you on the 1 inch squares or anything. I mean, if you overachieve, I will. But, let's just get that 1.2 second draw. As soon as you see enough of the A zone, let her go. We're standing at about 4 yards. For those taking notes at home, that's where we are today, because that's where I put the tripod down. And we are ready. Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Okay, holster up. What did that feel like to you?
I need to relax more. I'm tensing up a little bit.
Okay, if you had to call that time, what do you think that time was?
Probably right on 1.2, if not 1.3.
So that's a dead on A zone hit in a 108. And you're tense. I'm
Need to relax.
Cameraman and all this stuff. I think I like this angle because I think people are getting, hopefully they're seeing what I'm seeing. Yeah, your shoulder twitches just a little bit, but you're fast and you're accurate. Holy smokes. Now relax. Have some fun with this thing. And just, you're going at your pace. You're not trying to do 1-2. I'm not looking for .9s or anything like that. I want you at your pace, nice and easy and relaxed. Just go and shoot the gun. Okay?
Cool.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Okay. Holster up. That was a 104 with this. Yeah. With that. And I know it's a struggle, man. I fight it too, so don't sweat it. Here we go. Stand by. There we go. Holster up. Told you guys he was a good shooter. That was a 9.9.
Hell yeah.
All right. Okay, now. One more time. Watch that shoulder. You take care of your own shoulder this time, okay? Think about it. Stand by.
Nope.
Good. Got you focused on your shoulder and.
Yep.
Yep.
As I brought it up, this finger tried going into the trigger guard. So.
Mulligans are good here on the range, and mistakes are good on the range because now we learn stuff, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to move fast now, so what I want you to do is relax and just focus on the shoulder. If you're at a 1, I don't care if it's a 1.5. I just don't want that shoulder to move. Just nice and easy. Let's let one go. Okay. Here we go. Stand by. There we go. Another A zone hit. That was a 1-4.
1-4.
Okay. So what we're seeing here, Jake, is that when you relax and take care, it took you a little bit longer, but there was a little bit less movement. But when I have my hand here and you're focused on that and there's no movement, it takes off a significant amount of time, right? So that's the efficiency that we're trying to find here, and we've probably found yours. So I'm just gonna stand here. We're gonna do a few more, and I'm not putting any pressure on his shoulder. I'm just standing here with my hand on this big, beautiful man's shoulder. Here we go. Are you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. A zone 128. Go ahead and holster up. Stand by. A zone 128. That was 2 in a row. I'm not lying. Stand by. A zone 117. All right. Now we've got 8 or 10 shots downrange. Let's let our hands move now. Now we can let them move. Now we're going to push to see. And if we open up, everything's in A zone so far. I'm not going to walk over and move the camera. Just trust me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's 7 shots. All A zone. Here we go. Move. All right. Let your hands fly. Stand by. There we go. Moving so fast, you. There you go, holster up. .97. Charlie, a little bit to the right. What do we got to do to fix that, Jake?
I'm over gripping on this gun.
Okay, good.
This hand, when it came to marry up, it
Yep.
slapped it. So
Yep. So this time we're going to just focus on, now this isn't the micro drill or anything, but for you, Jake, you're going to focus on getting that hand on quicker and then drive with your left hand. Okay. Let it move. Stand by. Go ahead and holster up. That was an A-zone and a mic because the wind blew our target down. And you still put, oh man, I'm actually going to show people this because that was kind of fun. Turn that on. So the wind blew the target up, its hit is here, and it went through right to there. So because our staple gun kind of sucks, that is what it is. So, okay. And I'm not looking for sub-second here visually. We let our hands move. That was fine. We were in speed mode for a little bit. You got some sub-seconds in there. Life is good. Now visually quiet. Get your hits, but get them quickly. Are you ready?
ready?
Stand by. Where did we hit?
Upper part, so it'd be that very top one,
okay,
center.
still in the A zone. Yep. I didn't get to watch your shoulders because I was on the wrong side, so I'm gonna come over here. Stand by. 126.
Bah, there we go.
Okay, let's just do step one. Okay, from the beep, step one. Okay, stand by. Okay, come back. Step one, stand by. Okay, from step one to step two at the beep.
Okay.
From step one to step two at the beep.
Just gonna adjust real quick here.
So get it cleared. So you're done with step one. Hand on gun. Okay. Everything's where you want it. Just
marrying up.
Shooting.
Yep.
Stand by. Like it?
Yep.
Let your hands move a little faster. Do that one more time.
Nope. What am I doing? Yeah.
Holster up. Hand on gun. Shirt out of the way. Fast hands. Stand by. There you go. One more of those. Stand by. Good. There you go. Very visually quiet. Yes? I hope so.
Yeah.
All right. Now from the marry up, press out and shoot. Press out and shoot. Stand by. A-zone hit. .47. Stand by. A-zone hit. .45. Stand by. A-zone hit. .47. Huh. Do you see something going on here? All right, go ahead and holster up, Jake. All right, put it all together. Visually quiet. Relax. See a pool of tranquility. Stand by. I shot you empty. Here you go. You got two left. We're gonna finish this video soon. That looked good, man. Not the best split of the day because it's still going, but we're gonna start. Here we go. Visually quiet. Stand by.
That was a C.
A
Or
little
B.
high left, right?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah, it was that high left one.
102. High left. You got a little tense in the end. Your shoulder. You kind of you jumped into it. Okay.
I need a lot of.
That's cool. Now we know where to work, right? So we're making. This is the whole idea of this. No matter how good of a shooter we are, we can always be better. And when you get pushed in a way that you're not used to, that's when improvement happens, breakthrough happens. So here we go. Last one. Stand by. Ooh, dead on A zone hit. 101. All right, go ahead and safely holster up, Jake. All right, so I think you can see the target back there. I'm not going to move the. So this way outside one was when the target flipped over. there was one of the Charlies, there was the other Charlie. Everything else is in the A zone on this target. Nice shooting, man. What did you learn here? What's your takeaway?
I could definitely be moving a lot faster.
Okay.
After I work on some small efficiency things.
Yeah.
I mean, breaking it down like that with the micro drilling, you can definitely build in that the repetitions to get to that point. I guess is a better way to say it. I mean, that shoulder is just it's become a. I guess I've done it so much without thinking about it that now it's a subconscious thing. So I'm having to break bad habits to get to doing better.
But without the micro drill, do you think you would have got to that as quickly? Because we learned that when we were just doing this first one, right? And now it's like, okay, so it's there, and I have the same thing, and a lot of people have the same thing. And some people have to move it a little bit. It just depends on your body structure type, where you're carrying, where all of that kind of stuff. It is what it is. But we found an efficiency you can work on, right? And this target, and I will attest that you're already a damn fine shooter, right? But if we can find an efficiency for Jake to work on, we can find efficiencies for everybody. I know the efficiencies I need to work on. John knows the efficiencies that he needs to work on, but it's because we do micro drills in practice, in dry fire, that we're like, oh, that's a little thing. And if I could take that out, I can probably become a little quicker and a little bit more accurate. Now, it doesn't end here. This isn't the be-all, end-all of it. And I know people are going to go, well, you got to get off the X, and well, you got to do this, and you got to have follow-up shots and transitions, and all of that other stuff is super important. I absolutely agree, and I think you do too, right?
Oh yeah.
However, I will say this respectfully, as respectfully as I can. If you can't stand here and draw and fire and get an A zone hit quickly and accurately and repeat it, how in the hell do you think you're going to do it if you get off the X, if you add movement and transitions and all that stuff? Now, those classes are fun, and I love doing that stuff, and I've made videos on transitions and movement and all. It's all a good time. It really is. But I think for a ton of shooters out there, and they're typically the ones in the comments, gotcha, that are like, well, you got to do this and you got to do that. Well, I ask people, and I ask people all the time, I'm like, well, make a video and show me how you do this, and I'm here to learn, and I don't do that only to clap back, but I'm like, listen, if you can show me how you do that, first off, you're probably a more advanced shooter than I am, and that's great, because there are a ton of more advanced. I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty average shooter. I'm a little above average, but I'm not that top tier guy by any means. But if you can't stand and deliver, you can't move and deliver. You'll never convince me of that. And okay, we're gonna have scars and all that kind of stuff. I just was at a class this week where, well, you're gonna have training scars if you don't get off the X every single time. First off, in self-defense shooting, now in the police world maybe it's a little bit different, but in a self-defense shooting, John's analyzed like 45,000 videos. That's a lot of videos with a lot of shooting. They don't get off the X. We don't get off the X. We stand and deliver. And yes, I think it's smart to get off the X. I'm not saying don't, but I'm saying learn to stand and deliver. That's what this last little bit about, and I really appreciate it, man. I appreciate you coming and doing this, Jake. This has been fun. We'll make some more videos. This is a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed, Jake. In the comments, make fun of.
You can make fun of me.
Whatever. Make fun of both of us. We have some fun with this. You're going to see some more of Jake. If you come to the national conference, you'll see him. He is in our dry fire group as well. And good dude. Come hang out with us. We really appreciate your time. See you guys.